Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. That's Ben Olson. Together, we're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly longer form podcast called Thinking LSAT. We have here just a topic that we're going to discuss. It's about applying for early decision. It just says to ED or not to ED.
Okay. So I hate early decision generally. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to make it easy for everyone. Don't apply early decision. Just don't do it. Don't even think about it.
Well,
I
that's
hate
it. Thanks for listening to the show.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, we can probably tag team this.
Okay.
One reason, the first thing is if it's a binding early decision program, it's always a bad idea. I mean, it's just that's not good. It's not in your favor. It's a bad bargain. The binding early decision programs, it's an actual binding contract between you and the law school. They are giving you the benefit of an early decision, which law schools already use rolling admissions, so there's not that much of a benefit in exchange for
a rock solid commitment that you will go nowhere else.
Yeah, you're telling them that you are forsaking all others and you guarantee them legally binding, like they can force you to do this. Or they more likely the other schools will rescind their offer of admission when this school that you bindingly applied ED to. And I've seen it happen. I'm never going to forget the student who applied to Berkeley and also applied early decision to Hastings, got into Berkeley.
Oof.
And then got in, obviously, early decision to Hastings. And they forced her to, she asked them politely, like, hey, guys, I really fucked up. I applied early decision with you guys, but I got into Berkeley. And I want to, yeah. In fact, they were offended that she had even asked.
Wow.
Or that's how they acted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's because they had her over a barrel. She signed the document. They gave her consideration in order for her promise to withdraw all other applications. And she actually ended up having to start as a 1L at Hastings instead of Berkeley because she applied ED to Hastings.
Oh, that's awful. Well, to put this in another context and hopefully help you understand the ridiculousness of the trade. Imagine that you had to repave your driveway and you sought 3 bids. And one of the bidders came to you and said, I will give you my bid tomorrow if you commit to not go to any other bidder after I give you the bid. You don't even know what the bid is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. And so obviously you'd be like, no, what? No way. Fine. If you don't want to do the driveway, go away.
Yeah.
Or give me the bid. But I'm not promising you that I'm going to accept your bid.
So and in exchange for early and
I'll give you the bid today if you promise you accept it. You're like, okay. And they're like, all right, I'll do it for $1 million. What?
Yeah.
I guess people don't recognize that there's a 2-step component to law school applications. Applying is one thing. Negotiating on how much you're going to pay to go there is another thing. And if you apply binding early decision, you're basically just losing the negotiation part before it even started, because they have no incentive to give you a full scholarship or any scholarship if you have committed that, yes, I will go to your school and no other school. So don't apply ED.
To play devil's advocate here, how about early decision situations in which the school has committed to give you a full ride?
Yeah, there are some of those out there. I think they're rarer.
Yeah, I can't imagine that being very common.
It's not very common, but read the fine print. That's, I mean, yeah. Let's do this. Presume
even then, though, what if you got in for free to a better school?
Totally. I agree. I would just never apply binding early decision. If you are considering applying any kind of early decision, you definitely need to read all the fine print, and it's a huge pain in the ass. I mean, it's like we had this discussion in class the other night too. I'm like, hey, if you apply in September, then law schools use rolling admissions. So you're applying early decision just because you've applied early.
Without the
Like
commitment.
schools will start bidding
Yeah.
for you. If you
Yeah.
really want to apply early, good. Like our advice would be apply in September or next September or the September after that, but don't apply in any other month because we do want you to apply early. So you could take advantage of the bidding, competitive bidding for applicants that happens at the beginning of each rolling admission cycle. So by all means, do apply early. But these binding early decision programs are a disaster. And then there's all these other early decision programs. You know, there's schools that out there, Ben, that are like, oh yeah, our early decision program, the deadline is March 15th.
Yeah. It's such a it's such a scam.
It's just
It's
a
so
lie.
weird.
It's just
Yeah.
like what they're actually doing is encouraging you to apply late in the cycle.
They're
But they're
yeah,
going
they're
to
giving you the indirect message that, oh, there's still time to
plenty of
apply.
time. This is
You made the
early.
early
You're
decision.
applying early. Our early decision is later than everybody else's because they want you to apply only to their school
Yeah.
late, but they're going to call it early so that they can give you a shitty offer.
I was thinking about the early decision schools that promise to give you a full ride. Even then, you have to be careful because full rides are often contingent on maintaining certain GPAs
Yeah.
or whatever. And it could be a horrific requirement. And you may lose it that first semester.
Or you might have been able to negotiate a stipend out of that school. If you hadn't done the early decision program, they could have still given you a full ride offer. And you could have been like, really, I think you should pay for my books too. And they might have done it. Or you could have gotten into a better school with a stipend or a different school with a stipend. I mean, there's a million reasons why even the ones that come with scholarships are not good ideas.
Yeah. Keep in mind, law schools came up with early decision. So
yeah, you can win this. You can win the negotiation before it even starts. All you have to do is just apply broadly in September.
Yeah.
If you do that, you're going to be like, you'll have offers. The offers will start coming in. And then it's like, hey, I'm in demand. If you're in demand, you already have won.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to do. All right. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.